There's two things that Fox News really doesn't like to do. One of them is have to issue apologies, and another that they hate to do even more than they hate to issue apologies is banish a guest from their network. And yet apparently that is what the network had to do yesterday after they had Michael Knowles, who is the host of the Daily Wire podcast, and he decided to attack climate activist Greta Thunberg. And here is the attack.
None of that matters because the climate hysteria movement is not about science. If it were about science, it would be led by scientists rather than by politicians and a mentally ill Swedish child who is being exploited by her parents and by the international left. So what you're seeing here is a political movement and a religious movement, and it's fulfilling religious and political goals of the left, but it isn't doing very much for science.
Chris, you had a visceral reaction to that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you're a grown man and you're attacking a child. Shame on you. She's trying to do what she thinks is right. And by the way, now relax, skinny boy. I got this. Okay, you're attacking a child. You're a grown man. Have some cool.
I'm not. I'm attacking the left for exploiting a mentally ill child.
Maybe on your podcast, you get away and say whatever you want because nobody's listening. You're on national television. Be a grown-up when you're talking about children. She's trying to save the planet because your president doesn't believe in climate change, and kids need to take to the streets to worry about their future. You are despicable for talking to her about her like that, and you should apologize on national television right now.
I think the international left and her parents who are exploiting a girl with many mental illnesses.
You called her mentally ill. Take it back now.
She is mentally ill. Take it back now. She is mentally ill. She has autism. She has obsessive compulsive disorder. She has selective mutism. She had depression.
You are despicable.
Her mother wrote about.
Shortly after this clip aired on Fox News, it went viral online. Media Matters helped push it out there along with Jordan Uhl. Did a great job of making people aware of what the heck just happened on Fox News and what Michael Knowles said. Now, Jordan and Michael Knowles seemed to get into a little bit of a rift on Twitter, with Jordan emerging the victor because Michael Knowles just repeatedly said, hey, there's nothing wrong with having a mental illness. The only problem is, when the other side tries to use you for their political gain, which isn't what's happening, but good job for trying, Michael Knowles. Fox News then, after the clip went viral, had to come out and say, listen, the comment made by Michael Knowles, who was a guest on The Story tonight, was disgraceful. We apologize to Greta Thunberg and to our viewers. And then they said that they have no future plans to book Michael Knowles again. Now, keep in mind, that is likely to change. I guarantee you we have not seen the last of Michael Knowles popping up on Fox News. But that exchange in that clip and Christopher Hahn's defense of Greta Thunberg, which was wonderful. He deserves a lot of kudos for his demeanor there. I would have lost it in that situation, and Hahn held it together enough to really go after Knowles for that. But here's the thing. You have all of these conservatives out there, including Knowles, and Coulter even retweeted that and said, spectacular, in all caps. Donald Trump retweeted part of the speech that Greta gave at the United Nations yesterday, and he said the following. He said, she seems like a happy young girl looking forward to a bright and wonderful future. So nice to see. So even the President of the United States was mocking this young woman. Why? Because she wants to make the world a better place. Because she doesn't want to have to live through the very worst consequences of global climate change. And all of that, according to Republicans, deserves nothing but scorn and derision and mockery. And that tells you everything you need to know about the Republican Party in the United States today. If you are a Republican, you support this. You cannot distance yourself from it. You cannot attempt to disown it. You are part of this. And judging from the responses on Twitter, a lot of you actually are part of this, because you seem to support what Michael Knowles and Ann Coulter and even Donald Trump have to say about this young woman who's trying to bring a lot of attention to an issue that's been ignored for far too long. Greta Thunberg is not being used as a tool by any political party. She is being elevated and she is being amplified because what she has to say is vital. And more importantly, it's getting people to start focusing on this issue. The fact that she has Asperger's means nothing. She hasn't let it hold her back in life. In fact, she has referred to it as a gift and part of the reason why she is able to do what she is doing. It is not a mental illness as Michael Knowles claims that it is. She is not being used as a political tool as Michael Knowles claims that she is. Thunberg has a wonderful, bright future ahead of her as an activist, as somebody who can get people to care about something that the rest of us have been trying to get people to care about for 20 years, only to come up with really not that much. This young woman's done that all at the age of 16, and she shows no signs of stopping. She can take this adversity, she can take these attacks from conservatives and shrug them off. And that to me is absolutely one of the most admirable things about this young woman. She is tough, she is a fighter, she is smart, and she is not going to stop no matter how many bottom-dwelling Republicans out there, including the President of the United States, try to mock her into submission. Not going to happen with this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.